As the crow flies, Crow looks distracted, but when you approach, his eyes hold a distant and faraway quality. But when he sees you, there is a dawning look of recognition, and for a moment, it's as if he sees you with new eyes. But it isn't the look of an enemy, it's the look of a friend, a look of trust.
Do you have a minute? Something's been going on, and I've been having these strange dreams lately. Vivid. Real. Glint thinks there might be something to them. I'm flying. There's a green forest, mountains, European dead zone, I think. Sometimes the clouds part, and where there should be a bright blue sky, there's just darkness. I'm free, soaring toward a distant pillar of light. But the dream always ends the same way. That light flickers like a candle flame and goes out. And then there's nothing. I can't shake it. It's all I think about. Would you come with me? See if anything's there.
Next quest step, let loose thy talons. Crow's experiencing troubling dreams that he believes involve a peril in the European Dead Zone. He has trusted you to help him discover if there are more than just dreams. Travel to the EDZ and complete missions, or the mission Cry from Beyond. The reward is the Hawkmoon, so we're pretty close. Let's do this. Alright, so we're going to head to the Sludge. Got the icon right here. Looks like it might be in the Hollowed Grove, so we're going to head that direction. Head to the Sludge, and I'll see you on the ground. Alright, so once we load in, looks like we're gonna not have too hard of a time finding this. Can't tell if it's just sitting on a rock. Oh, yep, there it is. Alright, less loot. That's pretty cool, though. So it's actually a little bird for the quest. I saw somebody on Twitter mention this. I wasn't sure where it was, so it's really cool. Just a little bird sitting there. Follow Crow's dream. Travel to the EDZ and complete the mission Cry from Beyond. Power 1180, so not too bad if you've been leveling up. Should be good to go. Hollowed Grove.
This is it. The geography matches my dream exactly. There was a bird, or I was a bird. Sometimes it's hard to remember. I'll scout the high route. Can you take the lower path?
Watch out for Taken up there. Savathun might be hiding, but her minions are active as ever. Do you remember anything else about your dream?
Someone was calling to me, but I couldn't understand. It sounded like they were underwater or down a long tunnel. Then nothing.
Trying to speed through this thing as much as I can. May as well use the big guns. Keep going up. Grab some ammo. This last sector is fairly short. Okay, I hear the crow sound.
Did you just hear that?
Affirmative. Did you notice the way the sound scatters in spectral
Emissary of
analysis?
Savathun.
What? No, But that's... It resonated on the same frequency as the Traveler.
Forget about the exploding barrels. They help. Watch the snipers on the right. Ah, there's a bird. When you get close, it just opens.
It was made of the light.
It was real. The dream, the bird. I've got coverage on you from up here. I'll watch your back when you go in. Be careful.
Alright, here we go. Slowly inside. Watch your walking paths. You are probably going to have to make that jump across and just be careful about your landing. Wait for the taken little jumper. I don't even know if that's where I'm supposed to land, but it worked. You might be able to just jump on. Actually, you probably could crouch over a little bit and get there. Either way, seems to be alright. Run on inside. A little bit more jumping over here. Not too bad, though. Nothing extreme.
Ghost, can you patch Glint into your feed? I need to see what's in there.
Of course. You're patched in.
Watch
I
the
don't understand how any of this is
jumpers.
possible.
Looks like I can go.
Guardians don't experience visions of their past lives.
But this is where I was.
But there are historic records from the Dark Age detailing visions experienced by survivors of the
I
collapse.
think that's
What were
Clint
the
talking.
nature of these visions? They varied.
Wait
but the most
for it.
widely held
Try this
belief
again.
is they came from the dormant traveler. Like
There
the
we go.
survivors were experiencing its dreams. If it dreams.
Looks like we can go down here. And watch your taking blasters. Just slow progression will help. Nice and smooth. Got some ads up here. Got some snipers across the side. Watch out for those first. Then we can deal with the rest. Sniper up top. Gonna make my life fun here real quick. There we go. Big explosions and stasis work well. I don't think there's anything up here. I would imagine. Just want to check. Very creaky pipes, I think. Alright, onward this direction. Still got the bird, so you can follow that. Seems to mean we're going the right direction. I'm gonna reload Xeno just so I got some ammo for if there's a boss fight or anything. Okay, just a few guys there. Don't get blasted off because there are a lot of those around here. The actual way you're supposed to use that grenade launcher, but it worked. Yeah, biggest thing for this traversal, just watch where there's taken blasters are going to be. Should be okay if you take it slow. Seems like we got some snipers. Ranged weapons should be beneficial. I'm doing this live first time, so not so much a guide, just trying to get through this thing with you guys.
Whatever was calling to you in your dreams, bro, it's in there.
Right. Looks like you got a pretty open space to fight something.
Piece of the Traveler.
I don't think it's a coincidence that the Taken are so active here.
Savathun?
She knows about this. Has to.
Taken.
Out here too. We'll cover the entrance.
Where'd they go? Okay, all down. Oh, yeah, you're a little bigger. For us, the Light Eater. He's probably the big one you need to fight. There might be more, but he's probably the biggest. So, bring something heavy with you. Sword is probably not a bad idea. Lament would probably make extremely quick work with him. Looks like we've got an arc shield. I don't even know if I'm actually going to be able to break that. Oh, Xenophage works, so is any shield one. There we go, got another one. What was that noise? Seems like both bosses are down, and the bird is here. And there it is.
Gun. It looks like Hawkmoon, or at least part of it.
Good.
I thought it was lost forever when the Red Legion destroyed the tower. No, it's an effigy of Hawkmoon. Made from the same material as the outer shell of the Traveler. This reminds me of the gift the pyramid left us on Io. The one Eris transformed into a weapon. But it's undeniably of the light.
Alright, effigy of Hawkmoon. Nice.
My
That's pretty
dream,
cool.
the bird, the voice, calling to me as the darkness closes in. It's not a coincidence. It's a message.
Are you suggesting the Traveler spoke to you?
This may be the only way a paracausal entity like the Traveler can communicate with us.
Why me?
I've always believed in my purpose as a ghost. We are all part of a broader design. Now that the Traveler's awake and whole again, that plan is set in motion.
I don't know if I want to be somebody's cosmic plaything.
It's like 50 seconds left in the mission. Always curious. I'm like forgetting something in these missions. Yeah, this is a unknown shard of the Traveler, at least up until this point. Small one that busted through above. Nothing really to explore. No hidden little nuggets of information. It always give you extra exploration time, and I never know if there's a little hidden thing that I need to be picking up, but I don't see anything, so we should be good. Alright, let's wrap it up. Alright, Guardians, so after you pick up the frame of the Hawkmoon from the little mini mission, we're going to talk to Crow and see what he's got to say. It's a cycle, Crow says confidently. Life, death, rebirth. The Traveler is trying to tell us something in metaphor because it, or we, lack the words to have a true conversation. This gun, an effigy of a firearm spun from the same material as the Traveler. These crystals inside the frame, they're dark, but part of me is certain they should be glowing. Glint thinks we need to charge the crystals with light, as if we're going to try and bring the gun back to life. He hesitates. The way you do with a dead Guardian. I'm ready to test that theory whenever you are. Collect and generate orbs of power to strengthen Hawkmoon. I've got a new quest step, and we need to go do 50 orbs. I'm going to go test a couple of things and let you guys know what the best way to make these orbs are going to be. Alright, Guardians, so after you collect the 50 orbs, my advice, by the way, is if you haven't been to Dreaming City, maybe you're new, or you know exactly what I'm talking about. Either way, the Blind Well, which you do not enter from the Strand, go in the Devilian Mist and go straight up in here, and just keep going in there, and then you'll find the Blind Well. Blind Well is a place you're going to get these Harmony drops from certain enemies. They're going to help you recharge your super very fast. And also you're going to have a lot of people doing the same thing, using supers in there very frequently. If you go in the Blind Well, all you got to do is try and take some weapon that is masterworked. If you have anything that's masterworked that you've had for a little while, an exotic that is masterworked, like even a Risk Runner if you've got the masterwork, pretty much the big thing is kill enemies in pairs. Don't go like 1, 2, 3, 4. You might only get one orb. Go like 1, 2, that's an orb. 1, 2, that's an orb. So if you kill enemies in pairs with a masterwork, then you can get those to drop. So between your super, try and find a super that actually kills lots of enemies. So I used, Hammer Strike here with Hammer of Soul just to kill a whole bunch of enemies with explosions. You can do the same thing with like Striker Titan. Use something that is destructive as opposed to something potentially like Stasis where it may not quite count the same way. And then just all you're trying to do is make orbs between supers, masterwork weapons, and the Blind Well. You're just going to continually get fed enemies. And between all the people who are probably in there, if you don't have anybody in there, hang around for a little bit. It's probably worth waiting. If you really just have bad luck, you could go to a couple lost sectors, any of them, and just start killing enemies in pairs. Big thing is just really make sure you're doing it with a masterworked weapon, and then use your super as much as you can. Also for your super, remember to hit rally flags wherever you're going so you can keep popping your super. Those are the main tips for that one. Once you are done with that, we're going to come back into Return to the Crow. Said, bathe in light, Hawkmoon is reborn, but something is still missing. Return to the Crow, so we're going to see what he's got to say.
A scout. Report another down catch.
Hawkmoon is transforming before our eyes. Every step we take, it changes, grows stronger. On our way back from the EDZ, I remembered something else. A dream of a dream. You were carrying the effigy. It was simply radiant, charged with a power I've never felt before. We were taking it to the shard of the Traveler together, and then I don't know what happens next. but we are going to find out.
All right, let's come back. He's got a little bit of voice dialogue, and then he's going to say Hawkmoon is beginning to transform. Basically, he's got another dream of a dream. We need to go back to the EDZ and investigate the supplied coordinates. So we're going to go ahead and accept the quest. And I think this one is fairly straightforward to my understanding. Return to the EDZ and investigate the marked coordinates. Investigate the coordinates. Let's go ahead and pull up a map. Stuff like this is usually fairly obvious. There we go. Let thy talents loose. We're going straight to the Tross land, so should be pretty straightforward. Here we go. Alright, so mission is over in that little kind of hotel thing. Drive over here. I am doing this live, by the way, so it may not be like perfect guide, but at least you guys can see how it all works for real. There we go. We got another pigeon. Commune with the Traveler. Again, we're doing all this discussion with the Traveler, which is cool.
Guardian, the coordinates the Traveler sent us lead to the dam. It's overrun by Taken, but we're going deep inside. They're less active on those levels. Guardian, the coordinates the Traveler sent us lead to the dam. I'll scout out the spots the Taken usually infest. Clear the path for you as best I can. It's overrun by Taken, but we're going deep inside. They're less active on those levels.
Do you come out here often, Crow?
Not as much since we met, but I used to when on assignment. It's quiet out here. No one to bother me. Or for me to bother.
Okay, they actually did open up a new section of the map. So once you're up here listening to this with the bird, you're actually going to go through this doorway, which was not a thing before. Go up the staircase, and looks like we've got a few jumps to do. So come over here, across this little busted building, and we are going to go outside to the reservoir. This place is new. That's where the Lake of Shadows strike takes place. That's the actual boss room, in case you were wondering. We're going down on this side, which is not normally here. No crazy jumps so far. Looks like we've got to collect some feathers as we go through.
This feather
That's one.
both exists and doesn't exist. It's a manifestation of potential energy. The choice between action and inaction.
Keep an eye out for Taken. That's exactly the sort of thing Savathun would love to get her spindly little hands on.
Okay, gonna need to probably hug this wall, so get up on this edge and just run towards the wall. Shouldn't fall off that way. Once you get up here, you should be relatively safe.
Not to worry you or anything, but there's definitely something going on here.
What he means is that we've picked up numerous paracausal readings throughout the dam. And a number of very agitated Taken.
We'll handle Savathun's Taken, but the other energy signatures are closer to you. Can you look into it?
Okay, so once you enter this room, looks like we don't have a choice but to go here to the left. Those are the weird Paracausal Taken portal warpy things. Gonna have some ads in here to take out whatever gun you got that you like using. Have some fun. Kill some Taken. Pretty simple. Boards probably do work wonders if you got one. Door right here. Good old Thrall. Just mowing down. This will be my non-hunger auto rifle for some time to come. So we got another feather right up here. Clear out the room first. A witch, wizard, same thing. Alright, number 2. Right here on the box as you come up into this room. Get more voiceover probably while we go. Need orbs for your super, why not? Alright, so definitely don't miss this one. You're going to go down for just a sec. It'll be number 3. Then just work your way back up. We'll jump right up here. Jump right up here. This is where we entered, and then we still need to go up. So across the way. Alright, this is going to be a weird cut just because I skipped one and had to retreat back to it. But once you get to about here, there were some enemies down in that room below. But before you hop down, check this path to the left. I smooth just missed this one and had to come back for it.
Don't mind the mess. Glint's a terrible maid. This is just where I come to get some distance when I need it. Some place to call my own.
It's his crow's nest.
It absolutely is not.
What do we have? You have approach.
I didn't drink that by myself in case you were curious. In fact, I didn't have any of it.
Like
After
soup.
Glint brought me to life, I quickly came to realize that Guardians recognized me as whoever I was before. They weren't always kind. So I took to wearing a helmet to hide my face. Before Spider. I forgot this was here. My first memories are waking up under this shroud. The first thing that was mine. It was comforting somehow. I couldn't bring myself to throw it away. Someone cared enough to lay me to rest. I meant something to them, wherever they are. And that means something to me. I don't know why, but I returned for the empty bottle later. I've always wondered how she would have treated me if I'd stayed. If she saw my face.
A lot of cool voice dialogue in here. I'm not going to have play through, but make sure you interact with as many little objects as possible. We're going to go ahead and pick up the feather. And go make sure you interact with everything. So after this, head back outside, and you're going to have some more ads. Alright, and then head back down, cutting back to the other part of the video. Checking the doorways. Watch for the snipes. Watch for the shieldy boys. And the snipes. Alright, not too bad. And of course, don't forget the snipers, of course, drop their shots on you. Fire Knights, also fun. And more. It does seem I'm going down, but if you are having some issues, apparently you can take out these guys from up here. I didn't actually intend to do that. That's just kept shooting and it happened. Alright, so that one looks like it's decently around the way. I can tell if I need to be on this level. Doesn't seem like it. Probably just need to go forward. And do a little wrap around here.
Something's happening.
So this is the boss room. We're above it.
Distortions in the dam. Little tip from upstairs. When these taken are destroyed, they'll collapse into singularities of paracausal
Alright, so watch
energy.
the big floating
Use that to disrupt their shield.
orbs of doom there. Less fun. Looks like we just got to go around the outside. Not too bad so far. Here's the bird kind of following your way.
I don't know why the Taken blocked that wing off. There's just an old ship down there. Spider wanted me to junk it, but I might have told him that I did and kept it for myself.
Doesn't run anymore. It was already in pretty bad shape.
Lightbender of Savathun.
And while Crow might be an excellent pilot,
So it does look like the orbs are going to drop, and we either need to throw those to break the shield, I'm guessing. Just probably have to see. So, little traveler bird is gone. Looks like we do have to interact with this thing. We've got orbs on the ground. Looks like we need to try and break the shield. Maybe bring a heavy in here. Pick up the relic. I don't actually know where I need to dump the relic. Where's this go? You would think there'd be an obvious place for it. Oh, there we go. See, I was trying to throw it, but... Or do I have to hold on to it for a little while? Oh, it's the left. Left to attack. I was throwing the wrong button. Right. Those are going to be quick, so yeah, if you got Falling Guillotine, that's going to serve you extremely well. Melt that guy really fast. Void also seems to be a way to go for all the shields that we've got from the wizards. It should be pretty painless. Okay. Go ahead and collect your 4th feather, I think. I think this is 4. Some stragglers over here. Okay. Alright, so once you have all 5 feathers, make sure that you just make sure you've got them all. Everything should be good. It's not going to give you a kick out or anything. And we're just going to head back to Crow. Go back to the Tangled Shore and say what's up to Mr. Crow one more time. All right, so after you go through and find the next set of 5 feathers, we're back to Crow. Let's see what he's got to say. On our way back, I felt something. It's a yearning for change, for adventure. Crow smiles awkwardly. It feels childish, but it's like the gun or maybe the traveler wants us to experience triumph. Glint thinks this may have to do with the elevated stages of emotion, like we need to attune our minds to a specific wavelength. Crow doesn't seem completely convinced, but there's a part of him deep down that believes it's true. I think we should try, Crow asserts, together. Defeat champions or guardians in Gambit and Crucible matches. So defeat champions or guardians in Gambit and Crucible matches. So you can defeat guardians in Gambit or Crucible or champions. It's kind of your call. So I'm going to go do that, see what the best method is, and we'll get to the next step. Okay, so after working through the champions or guardians killed section, you've got a couple options. If you are doing it the week of the 8th, which is when I'm currently playing, you have the option, if you go to Crucible, where you're going to be able to get quite a few kills right now. You've got Mayhem. It's a good way to get a lot of kills. Iron Banner is also active. You can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, but that was going rather slow for me. You'll at least get a decent amount of kills. Just use a super that's going to be, you know, lethal and destructive, like Titans, throw your hammers, Warlocks, you know, Nova Bombs, stuff like that. Do stuff in Mayhem that's going to get kills as opposed to Stasis, which doesn't always get as much kills in there. That's a good shutdown, but not quite as offensive. And also remember, you've got options. You're looking for champions if you're not going to do it in Crucible or Gambit. You can do Gambit, but I cannot imagine that one's very quick. You can do Nightfall. And remember, you can do Hero Nightfalls, which are match made. You can get some currencies, and you also will see Unstoppable and Barrier champions. Just not going to be the fastest thing in the world. Also, if you go to Europa, you're going to have the option of Empire Hunts. Remember, you can crank the difficulty up on those. They're match made at Hero. They're really not that bad on Hero. Going to see a few champions in there. And as long as you're kind of around for the champion kills, they should count for you. So as long as you're not slacking too far, get a little damage on the champion, it should count. Now, if you are comfortable, I literally got mine in here. I can go through, kill the 4 champions in about 5 minutes. You don't even have to finish the boss. Now, if you're farming for armor, you can. You know, again, 2 birds with 1 stone. But you can kill the 4 champions if you have a decent loadout. Now, each champion counts for about 3%. Each guardian is about half to 1%. So you might need like 100 guardian kills. Could take you a while. You also have matchmaking time when it comes to Crucible matches. Mayhem probably will be fast, but if you get to this on another week, Mayhem's probably not going to be there. So again, you're going to have wait times in Crucible. Gambit I really probably would not do. And if you feel comfortable, do some of the match-made PvE activities. Nightfall at Hero, the Empire Hunts at Hero. But if you can manage the Lost Sectors, if you can do them solo, cool. If you don't have anybody to play with. If you have people to play with, just start smashing this one out. Whatever it is, if you got a group, find the 1250 Lost Sector, 3 to 4 champions every time. Take big stuff in there. You can dump your heavy, and the nice thing is, as soon as you finish the Lost Sector, or you abort the activity, you're right back at the flag, start it over again, it reloads your ammo. You don't even have to find a rally flag. I ran Xenophage, just kills basically most champions in 1250 pretty easily. If you got 2 or 3 people in a fire team, it's really easy. But even one person with Xenophage, a decent grenade launcher, and guess what? If you run out of heavy ammo, abort the activity and do it again. All you got to do is kick it back off and you get your ammo back. So that's my recommendation. Crucible's an option if you just got like other stuff you want to do. Go do some Crucible. Maybe you're really good at Crucible, you get a ton of kills. Hey, that's better for you. But if Crucible's not your thing, you've got options in there as well. So once you're done with those, you're going to be looking at the last piece. Let loose thy talons, enter the mission The Crow and the Hawk in the EDZ, and reforge Hawkmoon. So where you're going to be going is same place we kind of went to in the EDZ before. You're going to head to Let Loose Thy Talons back in the sludge. Let's warp down, and I'm going to walk through this one with you guys. There's some jumping involved. Alright, so when you load into the sludge, all you need to do is just kind of jump on your Sparrow, drive straight across, ignore the public event that's out there. And should be similar... excuse me. Should be similar. Always have live recordings. Once he's dead, come on up here. And this is your final perch. It is 12:20, so if you're not leveling up or jumping into this a little early, you might want to make sure and put on some decent gear. But we are going to jump in. I got a sword in case I need it. Got a couple options, so let's go in.
Whatever made that blight?
All right, so once you get inside, we are going to be clearing out the Taken again.
It's going to be much more dangerous than last time.
Good thing we're here to back you up.
I'm just switching over to give myself some options. Got my sword, got my auto rifle, pulse rifle for a little range. Same thing, just work through the enemies we fought before. Whatever subclass you're comfortable with. Again, looks like we've got a little bit beefier enemies this time, so basis apparently is still good. Void shields were the one that you wanted to be able to break before, so something void at range is going to be a good thing. Got a gnawing hunger auto rifle. Hard to really go wrong with that one. I love the orbs I get to make too. Again, just watch your cover on the sides. Gonna have some ads that spawn out in the middle. Looks like they're doing the mutual shielding effect. If you're wondering why I can just constantly fire without reloading, this auto rifle just has subsistence on it. So if I get kills, I get ammo back straight into the clip. It's really effective. Watch the Taken Hobgoblins. They will do that wonderful death shot. Even if they are dying, they're still going to try and get one more in on you. Coming up, same principle. If you got a heavy, pull out your sword. Now, if you want to hit a rally flag beforehand, that's not a bad idea to at least refill your ammo. Kind of wish my ammo was in a better spot. It's not. Be good if I could swing my sword correctly. Got a lot of thrall. Hopefully it'll get me some ammo. Don't forget about your scavenger perks, even in a place like this. Those shots are gonna kill me. Whew. Barely survived, but we did. Alright, so we're gonna follow the hawk inside the tunnel and keep going. Cool area. Feel like I'm definitely walking through like glowy mushroom cave. Same areas we went before, but it seems like, at least from what I understand, there is definitely going to be more jumping. Gotta make sure you crouch through here.
The Traveler is calling for us.
Alright, so look for the bird as you're going through this. That's going to be your guide, especially if you're trying to go up. So I need to get up there. So again, like before, work your way down and around. You cannot crouch this one. I ended up having to jump over and jump back, so probably something similar. Feel like you can get a decent glide, make your way over, and then work your way up. That was not the best jump, but a little more caution there probably would work well. And I may be doing this wrong. I think last time I had to go through here, but this time it seems that I cannot. So, gotta work our way up. Kind of on the other side of that platform that I was on. Probably go right about there. And up. Not bad. Okay. So, could go that way, but the bird was over here. So, need to go to the bird. I don't know if this is actually... Oh. Careful on the ledges. I don't know where the bird's actually at. Seems I can't quite tell where I'm supposed to be going. Nope, there's the little GPS dot, so follow that guy. So I just, you know, went backwards. I guess it's just, the bird was trying to tell you to go up. Same thing, trying to get elevated, so just try and stay up. Watch for the Taken blasters, see where they're going to be at. Can jump up on the pipe up there. Definitely looks like it since the bird's sitting on it, so be careful. Really try and hug that wall. And head on over. There we go. Not too bad. Follow around the corners. Slowly working our way through, and I'll go through this one with you guys. Again, anytime you got those enemies, take them out before you ever try and do any of the jumps, just so you're not at risk of anything. And again, you can land on pipes, so remember that. This one is going to be a little tricky. Don't worry about the plant as much. The pipe is going to be your landing spot. Now the question is, where do I go? In here? Yep, looks like I'm going in. Okay, we got a bit of a jump here. So again, look for your enemies first. Focus those down. Watch those shots. My best bet would honestly be to try and smash yourself against this side of the pillar. So depending on what your jump is going to be doing, But if you can land, like, I had a crappy jump, but if you can actually land facing this one, you can jump into it and just kind of make sure you're flush against the wall. Same thing, try and find a place where you can actually really, like, hit a wall and not fall off. It's going to be a little safer run that way. Not too precarious so far, nothing major, not like a whisper or a... And void shields seem to be the things you do need to manage. Bird is up there. Trying to take a look at where we need to go. Around on this ledge, probably. Ooh, careful. That is not a ledge. This is a bad idea. Well, if you fall, we'll see where your respawns are. Hopefully they're not too far, but you guys get to see it live with me. Oh, that's just mean. Kicking me back that far. Okay, so not that way. Actually into the doorway opening. Question is, how do we go? Can I really make that jump? I guess theoretically from here you can. Yep, all the way over. Overthought it. Nope, can't say I haven't done that before. Definitely got an enemy up here or a couple. Yeah, you're going to want to bring something void, for sure. Taken wizards have void. Taken acolytes have void. Don't forget about that weapon. And again, look for the adds that are around. Even little stuff like that will throw you off if you're jumping. Question is, which way am I going? That seems like a little easier landing. That seems like the harder one. So my guess is we're going this way. Wait for it to blast. And then follow right behind it. Okay, actually did make it, surprisingly. Try and get a little elevation for your jump up here. Get a look of where you're going. You can go up there. Probably try and wedge down there by that glowy stuff. You're going to have to be quick, though. Because I did see a little taken booper. Yep. Taken booper. Technical term. I don't actually know what to call those things. Just annoyances more than anything. So here, you can jump up. So if you look here, this one's looking to blast right there. So be careful with that one. So what you're going to want to do is land there and then probably get around that corner if you can. So you got to be quick. So if you see it, get ready to go. Wait for the blast. I'm probably timing this horribly. Not my best jumps, I'll be completely honest. This is going to be a struggle. Try and get up here to where you can get a little bit of cover. Now you can work this guy down and probably be a little closer range. So yeah, sadly my pulse and auto rifle, not a bad combo in here. Sniper rifle would not be bad either. Watch for the taken blasters and see where we got to go to get across. Looks like this is definitely the way. We have a bird. We have a goblin who is shielding the phalanx. Just got done playing Demon Souls and fought the phalanx, so, you know. I don't think there's anything up here. There's no random collectibles in this mission, which I guess is kind of sad, but can't expect them in everything. Looks like we are in the final room now. Similar thing. I don't have much in the way of heavy ammo, so I guess I can just hope, but I do have my super up.
What are they doing? We have to stop this.
So work down the adds. Up here is going to give you a decent amount of cover. Looks like the take lights, all these taken acolytes are going to be what you need to actually get to kill these guys, because we're going to actually have to break the shields like we did before. Ow. This is going to be kind of painful. So depending on if they get frozen, stasis is not a bad thing. And it's oddly like right trigger to throw this thing. And once you break the acolyte shield, make sure you take it down. Seems to only really take one. I don't know how many of these guys there are. Try not to get too close to the blight though. Those can sometimes hurt you. Break the shield and burn them down. There we go. I'm going to grab an orb because I just don't know if I'm going to need it. I very well may. Another wizard. Oop, got shots off to the right. Again, if you need some help, back up. No reason that you have to be in the middle of the room. Yeah, no reason to really be up there. Now it does seem that the wizard over there was shielded. I would prefer not to die if I can help it. Ah, barrier weapons. They are good for some things. Watch for your snipes, same thing. Got an orb, and I'm pretty sure the shielded wizard is back here. Oh, I'm running around. There you go. Good night. That's done. At some point there's going to be a boss you got to fight. Oh, we're at 36%. Actually, I had not looked up at that. Tells you how much I'm paying attention. They're just going to give you a big old mix of enemies to kill, apparently. The more of these guys you kill, the farther away you got these orbs. Seems to work out. And again, just bring something decent. Sword might not be bad, but I do hate Fire Knights with a passion. Talk to me about prophecy and why I hate those so much. 20% barrier integrity. Again, if you're having issues with dying, again, you're probably not going to get kicked out or anything. It's not like a Lost Sector where you actually have limited revives. Oh, well, yeah. If you do pick it up, but you still need to kill some guys, just hit a weapon reload. You can kind of manage it that way, because I got to kill the goblins before I can do any damage to this guy. Looks like I got him set up now. May as well come in here and finish him pun style, because I have some heavy on the ground. One swing, good to go.
Hawkmoon is resonating with the shard.
Hawkmoon is resonating.
It's done.
There it is. Make sure you got space for it. I'm going to switch over to it. Commune with the Traveler. Here we go.
You're the Traveler, aren't you? Or you're a part of it. Of us. Paracausal energy readings are... My sensors are overloading. The Taken are trying to stop us from communing with the Traveler.
Let's see how this thing feels. I don't know if I have to use it here. It's probably in no way required. Oh, it does sound the same, though. I do miss the sound of this gun. I don't know how it's going to feel in the end, but Paracausal shots. Did I actually break the shield, or is it just lower? Yeah, it's about half. Ow! Oh, I hate those floating black balls of doom. There's the guys I need. And sword ammo. See how much damage I can do when I stagger them. Oh, it's actually going to have damage phases, huh? Alright, I see how it is. I'm so going to die. I don't know how I'm alive. I really don't. Oh, this gun still does sound good. I'll give it that. It's just always crisp. I think that's maybe the best way I can describe it. It's just a crisp sounding weapon. I'm gonna work around the outside. I gotta figure out where the guys are for my Lightkeeper orbs. Literally right in front of me, huh? Alright, I can handle that. Not who I actually wanted to throw that at. Oh, there we go. 2 for the price of 1. Need to grab the other one. No. Oh, well, we're going to redo this one, apparently. Round 2, I guess. Alright, just the boss fight, not the full thing again. But yeah, watch those slams. That was more painful than I thought it would be. Need a little bit more range, honestly. He's in a bad spot. I can't really get those. I gotta pull him off those. I was gonna say I gotta pull him off the balls, but I was trying actually not to say that verbally. But it's out there now, so what are you gonna do? I gotta figure out what the perks are. I know the Paracausal shot does something. I've looked it over. I'll check it later. Alright, so now I gotta find him. There he is. Well, apparently we're not going sword damage, which is apparently a mistake now. I'll go super and see how much I can do to him. about half, not bad. Get up here and at least clear some ads. Alright, where are we at? Where are we at? There you are. I see you. 2 orbs to throw. Good stuff. Ow. There's a lot of damage in this room. More than I thought there would be. All this little stuff up here is just being annoying. Shield back? Not yet. Now it is. Can't see anything. It's fun. $39,000 damage? Damn, what is that? That is large. Need like one more light bearer guy. You know, if I can actually get up here. I'm gonna die from the little guys again. Alright, almost there. I just need a light bearer guy to bust his shield off. Literally it. And he'll be done. Or just take this one. Alright, swords down. I'm gonna go for the shots with this. Apparently he's very slam happy, so if you got the Xenophage, machine gun, grenade launcher, probably better than a sword. There we go. That took a little more effort than it should have, but we did it. Got a random legendary.
Energy readings have normalized. The Hawk, it's gone.
I'm not picking up anything either.
Savathun.
Hawkmoon is whole again. Reborn. She can't take that from us.
So that is a wrap, everybody. Hawkmoon should be in your hands now. Now, one thing to make note of is the big question mark here. It says transformative. Future drops of this weapon will have random rolls. Apparently, Hawkmoon can have a lot of different rolls. Like, you can have different grips and different reload perks, and obviously a different one right here. So, apparently it is an exotic. You have the Paracausal shot, which I'll do a full breakdown later if you guys are actually interested, but there's people who are probably better at that than me. But you're going to have random rolls on an exotic. So I am curious if you guys get this far in the video. Let me know your thoughts on the fact that it is an exotic, but it's like not complete. It's not like, hey, I got the gun and I'm done. Now you got to go grind for a good one? Question mark. So let me know your thoughts below in the comments. If you guys are new to the channel, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like below. If you guys are also new and haven't hit that subscribe button before, please hit that and the alert bell. You'll get my new guides, working on Master Lost Sector guides and a whole bunch of stuff. And I cover other games in Destiny, but it is a lot of Destiny. So if you like Destiny, it's a good place to start. You can also find me on Twitch and Twitter. It's Ebontis on both. Thank you guys very much. Hopefully you enjoy your new weapon, and I will see you in the next one.